There's something remarkable about words that can change lives. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, often called the miracle mantra, has been transforming people's lives for centuries. These simple words hold a power that goes beyond their sound. They tap into what Buddhists call the mystic law, the hidden rhythm that flows through all life. Think of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo as a key that unlocks the door to your inner strength. When people chant these words, they often discover abilities they never knew they had. As Nichiren Daishonin wrote, "When you chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you will naturally become endowed with the Buddha's virtue and wisdom." Take Sarah's story, for example. She lost her job during a tough economic time and felt stuck in a dark place. But every morning and evening, she would sit in front of her altar and chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. At first, nothing seemed to change, she says. But gradually, I felt stronger inside. Ideas started coming to me. I began seeing opportunities I hadn't noticed before. Within 3 months, Sarah had started her own small business, something she'd always dreamed about but never thought she could do. This is what Nichiren meant when he wrote, "When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we tap into the highest life condition of Buddhahood." It's not magic, it's more like tuning an instrument to play in perfect harmony with life itself. The Lotus Sutra, which inspired this practice, tells us that everyone has the potential to create positive change in their lives. It's like having a treasure chest buried in your backyard. It's always been there, but you need the right key to open it. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is that key. Many people find that their relationships improve when they practice this chant regularly. Tom, a high school teacher, had a difficult relationship with his teenage son. "We argued about everything," he remembers. "But something shifted when I started chanting. I became more patient, more understanding. Instead of getting angry, I started listening more." The ancient Buddhist master Tian Te explained this phenomenon by saying that when we align ourselves with the mystic law, we naturally become more compassionate and wise. The change in relationships often starts with how we see ourselves. As one passage from the Lotus Sutra explains, all living beings have the Buddha nature. When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we begin to recognize our own worth and potential. This naturally affects how we treat others and how they respond to us. What makes this practice especially powerful is that it works even when we don't feel particularly spiritual or confident. Nichiren wrote, "Even if you think the law is beyond your understanding, you should never doubt it in the least. It's like learning to swim. You don't need to understand the physics of buoyancy to stay afloat. You just need to trust the water and keep moving." Many people report feeling more in control of their lives after establishing a regular chanting practice. Maria, a single mother of 3, describes it this way: "Before, I felt like life was happening to me. Now I feel like I'm actively creating my future." This matches perfectly with what the Buddha taught about taking responsibility for our own happiness. The word miracle in miracle mantra doesn't mean magical solutions appear out of nowhere. Instead, it refers to the remarkable way that regular chanting helps us tap into our own wisdom and courage. As Nichiren explained, when we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, our life force increases, our wisdom grows deeper, and our understanding becomes profound. Sometimes the biggest miracles are the small, daily changes we see in ourselves. People often notice they handle stress better, make clearer decisions, or find creative solutions to problems that once seemed impossible. The great Buddhist teacher Nagarjuna described this as the middle way, finding balance and wisdom in our daily lives. Another powerful aspect of this practice is how it helps us turn obstacles into opportunities. Nichiren taught that difficulties will arise, and these are to be looked at as functions of life itself. When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we develop what he called the strategy of the Lotus Sutra, the ability to transform any situation into a source of growth and victory. Take Lisa's experience. She faced a serious health challenge that doctors said would take months to overcome. Instead of falling into despair, she says, "I chanted with determination. Not only did I recover faster than expected, but I discovered a strength in myself I never knew existed." This illustrates what Nichiren meant when he wrote, "Both good and bad fortune are determined by our hearts." The practice also helps us stay focused on what's most important. In today's busy world, It's easy to get caught up in stress and worry. But when we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we create a space of clarity and peace. The Buddha compared this to a lotus flower rising from muddy water. Though surrounded by confusion and difficulty, we can bloom into our full potential. Many people wonder how often they should chant to see results. While there's no fixed rule, Nichiren advised practicing with consistency and sincerity. He wrote, "It is the heart that is important. Some people chant for a few minutes each morning and evening, while others set aside longer periods when facing important decisions or challenges." The real power of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo lies in its ability to help us tap into our highest potential, what Buddhists call our Buddha nature. As we continue to practice, we naturally become more positive, more capable, and more compassionate. We begin to see that the miracles we're looking for often come from our own transformed perspective and actions. Remember John, who struggled with anger issues that were affecting his marriage and job? Through consistent chanting, he found himself responding to frustrating situations with more patience and wisdom. "It's not that the challenging situations stopped happening," he explains, "but I changed how I dealt with them. That made all the difference." This transformation is what Nichiren referred to when he wrote, "When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, our Buddha nature manifests itself." It's like polishing a mirror. The more we practice, the clearer our true nature shines through. The beauty of this practice is that it's available to everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. As the Lotus Sutra teaches, every person has the potential to reveal their highest life state. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is simply the key that helps unlock this potential. It's worth remembering that while the results of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo can seem miraculous, they come from activating the powerful forces that already exist within us. As Nichiren wrote, "The Buddha dwells within our own heart." Through this simple yet profound practice, we can tap into that inner wisdom and strength, creating positive changes that ripple through every aspect of our lives.